The B-2 Spirit bomber is the world's most powerful missile that can't be destroyed even if it wants to. It may look as big as a football field, but on the enemy's radar, it's just as big as a fly. No matter how complex the radar network is, it's a left-handed game to shoot it down for the B-2 Spirit bomber, made with a cost of $2 billion. This is the world's most expensive aircraft to date. In comparison to other jets, not only silent, but it can easily deceive heat-seeking missiles as well as infrared-guided missiles. An aircraft that can change the world's map if it wants to. But the thing to think about is, why isn't a 52-meter-wide aircraft detected on the radar? What kind of science is it that America has been hiding for the past 37 years? This B-2 bomber is an incident that has made America's head bow down to shame. On May 1, 1960, Pakistan's Lockheed U-2 aircraft takes off from the Peshawar Air Base. This is a secret mission of the CIA. The U.S. was trying to spy on the Soviet Union. This was during the Cold War, when the U.S. and the Soviet Union were both trying to humiliate each other with their technology. The U.S. was proud that its U-2 Lockheed spy plane could fly at 80,000 feet, and no one could harm it at such a high altitude. The U.S. thought that no missile of the USSR could reach such a height. But as soon as the plane entered Soviet Union territory, the radar immediately detected it. At first, the U.S. sent several fighter jets and launched several missiles. But it was really not in their control to hit at such a height. But then the Soviet Union's military locked its S-75 Divina missile on a plane and fired it. The U.S. also knew about this missile, but they thought that the Soviets' S-75 was also a missile. The U.S. also knew about this missile, but they thought that the Soviets' S-75 was also a missile. The U.S. also knew about this missile, but they thought that the Soviets' S-75 was also a missile. The U.S. also knew about this missile, but they thought that the Soviets' S-75 was also a missile. The U.S. also knew about this missile, but they thought that the Soviets' S-75 was also a missile, that it would not be able to reach such a height. But what happened after that was beyond America's imagination. The S-75 hit the U-2 Lockheed flying at 80,000 feet with extreme precision. The plane crashed over a city named Yekaterinburg, and the pilot ejected himself. At first, the U.S. said that it was a NASA weather research plane. But when the Soviet Union presented the captured pilot and the U-2's surveillance equipment to the world, America faced huge embarrassment across the world. This incident taught both countries a serious lesson. After this, Russia, that is the Soviet Union, started working on its air defense, and America started working on such technology that could become literally invisible in front of radar. At that time, America had B-52 bombers. But after this incident, it became clear that it would be shot down even before entering Russian territory. That means America could not use its nuclear weapons against Russia even if it wanted to. And then by 1976, the USSR had built such surface-to-air missiles that could shoot down aircraft even from 100 kilometers away. Among them were the S-300 as well. At that time, the USSR's air defense had become so strong that a journal of the American Air Force said that sending a B-52 bomber into the Soviet Union was like throwing a stone at a beehive. This was the time when America launched the Advanced Technology Bomber, or ATB program, in 1978. The goal of this program was to build a bomber plane that could enter Soviet Union territory, drop bombs in front of their radars, and leave from there without being noticed. All of America's requirements were fulfilled by the B-2 bomber. Its first flight happened in 1989, but it was shown to the world in 1997. The biggest feature of the B-2 is its ability to avoid radar. Every corner of this aircraft has been designed in such a way that when radar signals hit it, they cannot return back to the radar. That means the direction of those signals changes, and that is why its design only has wings. There is no fuselage and no tail. In normal aircraft, the vertical tail fin can be detected very easily on radar. The radars installed in air defense systems have a very large network connected to each other, and these radars send signals in every direction in the sky so that not even a single corner remains undetected. These signals easily detect the vertical tail fin in normal aircraft. The radars in the air defense system have a very large network connected with each other. These signals easily detect the vertical tail fin in normal aircraft. And this is how its presence is recorded on the radar. Especially the tail fin is impossible to hide because it acts like a mirror for radars from the side. But the body of the B-2 Spirit bomber is designed in such a way that if a radar signal comes from anywhere, it will not be able to reflect in the same direction after hitting it. And that is why the tail is not kept in it. Its zigzag design deflects the signals in the opposite direction. Not only is its design behind the success of the B-2 bomber, but there is also a coating that absorbs 100% of radar signals into itself. The US has made a secret coating whose details are still hidden from the world. And because of this coating, the B-2 Spirit bomber is still in use. But as a result, the B-2 Spirit bomber becomes 100% invisible on radar. Its cross-section is surprisingly only 0.0001 SQM. It means detecting it in the sky is like detecting a fly. If we compare it, the B-52 Spirit bomber on radar looks like a two-bedroom flat. The F-15 looks like a small room. The JF-17 looks like a single bed, and the Rafale looks like a big pillow. That means despite being 10 times bigger than these, the B-2 bomber looks like a fly on radar. In the world of aviation security, this technology is called stealth, and it was based on the B-2 bomber itself. The B-2 Spirit bomber not only has the ability to escape from the enemy's radar, but its low heat signature can also shock infrared and heat-seeking missiles. Normally, air defense systems also have infrared surveillance systems. These systems detect and confirm the heat coming out of the jet, and then the missile system is locked on the same heat signature. But the B-2 bomber's engines are hidden inside its body. After combustion in the jet engine, the heat does not come out directly, but it is first mixed with the cold air outside. Because of this, the B-2 bomber does not leave any heat signature behind, and this thing leaves the B-2 with the world's lowest heat signature. It is such that if an F-16 jet is detected from a distance of 100 kilometers in an infrared surveillance system, then the B-2 bomber will not be able to be detected until it reaches a range of 10 kilometers. But it does not fly so low that it can ever be detected on an infrared radar. The B-2 bomber is surprisingly capable of flying at 15,000 meters or 50,000 feet due to flying at such a height. It can not only escape from the infrared radar, but due to the thin atmosphere above, the drag on the aircraft decreases and the fuel efficiency improves. Because of this, it can travel more distance. The B-2 bomber can easily determine the distance of 11,000 kilometers in its full tank. Now here you must be thinking that it's radar and infrared radar, and not being able to see the infrared surveillance system. Maybe this is its special feature. But no, the B-2 bomber is made by its ECM, i.e. electronic countermeasures. B-2 has high-tech ECM systems, which first see the frequency of the enemy's radar, then send false signals at the same frequency, which shows the wrong location of B-2 on the radar, and then B-2 is seen at 20 different locations, while in reality, it is only one location. This system records the signal of the radar and then modifies it and sends it back. The radar thinks that this signal is genuine, but in reality, it is a lie. And the most interesting thing is that this ECM only sends the wrong signal to the same radar that detected it, so that the enemy feels that there may be some noise or error in the radar. If all the wrong signals are sent to the radars, the enemy may have a doubt. The body of the B-2 bomber is mostly made of carbon graphite composite material. This aircraft is made into pieces and then attached in such a way that the Swiss watchmaker connects each part perfectly. Now let's come to its payload. Surprisingly, it can carry 18,000 kilograms of ammunition. That is, a load of about 15 vehicles. It can hide 80 dams in its belly, which are GPS-guided bombs, 16 B-83 nuclear bombs, and 16 AGM-158 JSSM missiles, which are stealth cruise missiles. These bombs are fitted into the internal bay of B-2, and the door closes, so that during the flight, the stealth remains intact. If we talk about the range, it can return from America to Russia, and if refueling is done in the air, the B-2 bomber can go to any corner of the world. During the Afghanistan War, the B-2 bomber took off from the Missouri Air Force Base in the USA. By determining a distance of 9,500 kilometers, it bombed Afghanistan and returned without landing. During this time, only one mid-air refueling was needed in the middle. In this entire mission, the B-2 bomber continued to fly for 45 hours continuously, and it could not land on any radar. In addition, during Operation Allied Force in 1999, it was also used for bombings in Serbia. In 2003, in Operation Iraq Freedom, and in 2011, in Operation Odyssey Dawn, the B-2 bombed Libya. The B-2 Spirit bomber can fly in any weather and in any condition, no matter what, if the GPS satellites are destroyed. Using its backup systems, it flies even by looking at the stars. The high-tech sonar cameras in it make the B-2 bomber the world's largest obstacle avoidance plane. It automatically identifies the terrain and flies according to it. Now, because it is a very large wing and it does not have any tail, rudder, or elevator, its stability is not so perfect that the pilot can fly it without the help of a computer. It has the world's most complex computer system, which is constantly adjusting its roll and pitch movement. The pilot only commands the computer to turn. After that, the computer turns the plane according to the needs of the pilot. Now, it is obvious that this advanced and the world's most secure plane will also be quite expensive. So far, only 21 B-2 bombers have been made, and only one plane has been made with a cost of $2 billion. That is, the GDP of many countries is less than the price of a B-2 bomber. All these planes are only available in the United States, and until now, the United States has no intention of selling this technology. Apart from this, the fuel consumption is such that it consumes $1.5 million per hour, whereas a normal commercial jet consumes $10,000 per hour. The maintenance of the B-2 bomber is also very different from that of a normal aircraft. After every flight, the entire aircraft is soft washed and a secret stealth coating is applied to it. There is a checkup of every corner of the entire body to see if there is any small hole or dent, because if there is as much dent as a mosquito in its body, it may lose the ability to maintain its stealth. I hope you will also like and share this video off. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next great video.